This is a People's Take, and I'm Deanne Brink. Is the American dream still alive, or is it slipping out of reach? It's one of those questions that hits differently depending on who you ask, your age, your income, even your zip code. That's why we ask you, our Haystack News users, and your answers show a sharp divide. Inflation is eating away at paychecks, mortgage rates are soaring, and everyday costs from groceries to healthcare keeps climbing. Now, for some, the American dream means prosperity, but for others, it feels further away. And even basics like food on the table and a roof overhead seem harder to reach. So we ask the question, in today's economy, do you believe the American dream is still achievable? More than 4,000 of you weighed in, and here's what you told us. 22%, that is 1 in 5, say the American dream is still alive. Another 14% say it is somewhat achievable. But the majority, you're not convinced. 26% say it's not really achievable, and nearly 2 in 5, that is 37%, said it's not at all. Now, that's a pretty striking contrast with the results from a Pew Research study that was published in July of last year. Now, Pew Research is one of the most respected nonpartisan polling organizations in the US. And in that poll, 53% of respondents say the dream is still achievable, and only 41% said it was not. So our poll, far more pessimistic. So what changed? Is it the timing? Does the economy feel like it's worse now than a year ago? Is it who's answering the poll? News followers who feel the pressures more directly? Or is it something deeper? Is it a broader loss of faith in the system itself? Well, whatever the reason, our poll shows a negative outlook, and we wanted to know more. So we took a closer look at geography. The pattern, strikingly similar between rural and urban areas. But there is one key difference. A slightly higher share of rural respondents still believe the American dream is achievable. That's about 24%, compared to less than 21% in urban areas. But when it comes to the skeptics, the gap all but disappears. Look at this. About 26% of urban users said, not really. Now, that's almost identical to just less than 25% of rural users. And the hard no, not at all responses were nearly the same too. 38% in cities versus 36% in rural areas. So while those in rural areas are slightly more optimistic across the board, both groups are overwhelmingly doubtful the American dream still even exists. So maybe the real question isn't, is the dream alive? Maybe it's, what does that dream look like now, and who gets to be part of it? I'm Deanne Brink, and this is The People's Take, where your voice drives the story.